so abrupt. It's very rude. Very rude when it does that. I don't know why. Sometimes it just does. I'm trying to get better at the streaming thing. Actually, I don't even want to be on camera, so I'm going to kill the camera. Let's just kill all that. There we go. This is a Forex practice stream, so I don't really think my face is relevant to what's happening. Now I just have a stinking bright light just left in my eye. This over a little bit, can we? No, we can't. All right, so this is what we're looking at today. Here's the 1 hour chart, and here is the 1 minute chart. Kind of did support and resistance for today's session. We have some big moves here. The last move, which was at about 10 o'clock, I wanted to try something, just experiment. You have to always be learning, always be willing to experiment and to see, especially in your early phases of learning how to trade, because you can find something that works and then run with it, but you can also try to keep finding something that works if you continually test. I guess maybe we can put the camera back on just for this part. So if you continually experiment and try to find what works and really find what speaks to you, and it's kind of how I discovered the N formation. Seems to be the one that I really know really works for me, is that N formation. When I find the N, then usually I'm like, bam, we got it. That's my move. That's my sweet spot. So let's hit it. And I found that simply by exploring, testing other things, looking at other strategies. So your first year of trading is essentially just going to be that. You're just going to be looking for a strategy that speaks to you. You're going to be finding what you're good at. And there is nothing wrong with that. That is exactly what you should be doing, is finding what you're good at. Are you a buyer? Are you a seller? Are you a scalper? Are you a swinger? Are you a 1 minute trader? Are you a 1 hour trader? Are you a 1 week trader? Are you a 1 month trader? You just have to try absolutely everything and find the thing that really talks to you, that connects to your heart and to your mind. That's what we got to do. And that's essentially what I spent my whole first year doing, was looking from one guru to another guru to another guru, just hopping gurus. And I wasn't essentially, as it turns out, I wasn't looking for a guru. That wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking essentially for me. Where do I fit in? And you think when you first start that you have to find these gurus. And let me be frank, I watched, I can't remember the first 2 traders that I watched, and I started trading with them. But then they kind of, there was something lacking. I felt something that didn't connect. And so I started watching the moving average. And I learned a little bit more, but there was still a disconnect. Like something I wasn't really connecting with what they were teaching. And I'll go into this later. I'll kind of do a timeline of beginning trading to where I am now and what I hope for the future. And then from the moving average, I started watching the Trading Geek, and it kind of spoke to me on an even level. But after a couple weeks of that, I kind of was like, I don't really think that he's in depth enough for what I'm trying to achieve. I don't think he's speaking to me anymore, and it didn't connect. So then I started following Urban Forex, And I think when I got to Urban Forex, really found somebody that was teaching at a level that I could appreciate. It wasn't pandering, it wasn't talking down, it wasn't simplifying things so that you feel like he's teaching you as a kindergartner. I felt like Naveen was teaching you at his level. Like he was trying to elevate you to his level. And so I appreciated that. I also liked the way that he taught. It was really like instruction versus just a step by step, like you follow this step, you follow that step. It was more like, this is what you're going to do, this is why you're going to do it. So I stuck with Urban Forex for a while, and I bought 2 of their courses. I did the Mastering Price Action course, and then I did the advanced course. I can't remember what it was called. But if I could make a recommendation, I would definitely recommend, if you're going to buy any course, don't waste your money. Don't buy anything more. Mastering Price Action 2.0 is a really good introduction. I think you can get it for like $150 or $250, depending when you get it and if it's on sale. And it's very thorough, and Naveen really breaks things down. So it's a good stepping stone. And really, that's all you need. If you get the Mastering Price Action package, that's really all you'll need. If you just study that and then study the market, that'll teach you everything you need to know and help you understand how the market moves, why the market moves, why you're buying here and selling here and everything. Or selling here and buying here. And that's kind of a realization that I came to after having walked the path of knowing absolutely nothing, becoming a novice trader, and then to where I am now, kind of at the real beginning of my trading journey. Like, I feel like I'm actually starting to make progress now. And that's with Urban Forex. The other thing too is that aside from all that, you need to get yourself a mentor. I think the thing that has paid off the most, aside from the education, is just finding an experienced trader to learn from. Like, to take you under their wing and help you fly. And that, I think, is the most important step that every trader is eventually going to take. That's the one that's going to really, really put them on course. And it's not going to be the video modules, the packages, or even the YouTube videos. It's definitely going to be all the time you spend in the market, studying the market, learning the moves, and understanding it. And that's going to take up 1 to 2 years of your education. And if you can find a mentor, the soonest you can find a mentor, the better off you'll be. And I would definitely recommend a mentor who has 20 plus years in the market. That's another thing that I noticed too when I was watching the Moving Average or Trading Geek or any of the other myriad charlatans, snake oil salesmen that you find on the internet, is they're really, really young. Like, these are people who are either younger than me or on the peer as me. And it's like, you can't learn from kids. You can't learn from these teens who have only been trading for 5 years and suddenly they're making money, and suddenly they're making money from a YouTube channel, and they're telling you how to trade. Because a lot of these traders, what I'm learning, and there's another YouTube channel you can find who's exposing all the gurus, you'll find that they don't even make money trading. They make money with other ventures. They make money selling courses, or they have other businesses that they already have in place to make money, and trading is just something that they do for fun. Or this is just a side hustle for them. And I'm not looking for a side hustle. I'm looking to make trading my main thing. I already have a business, and I'm trying to go from that business to just making money trading and only doing trading, because trading is what it's fun. I like it. I enjoy it. And like, I was really shocked to find out that the moving average didn't even trade anymore. Doesn't even trade anymore. But he has all these courses and all this teaching you how to trade. And I'm under the impression, after watching all this, that all these gurus, they tend to be gamblers. So they probably made a lot of money just going all or nothing, throwing it all in and getting that big return and then cashing out. Trading's not even important to them anymore. Which is why when I found Jean-Francois Boucher at Jasper Forex, when I was listening to Desire to Trade, and I was listening to his episode, and what really drew me to him, first of all, was his mentorship was super economic. He offered, the first lesson was free, and it wasn't even a lesson. You meet it with him first. He talks to you about the markets. He talks to you about, this is our strategy, this is the timing, this is everything. And if you're interested, we can keep talking. And so I was like, absolutely, let's keep doing this. And that's when I really learned that this guy really loves talking about trading. This guy really loves trading. This isn't the side hustle. This isn't the casino. This isn't the lottery for him. This is the work. This is what he does professionally, 9 to 5. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I signed up, and really it has changed my trading, because not only is he a professional trader, he's also got like 20-25 years of experience. And that's maybe even more than that. But that alone is what you're looking for. You're not looking for some young guy, some kid who's barely cutting his teeth, who's got maybe 5-10 years. You're looking for a professional who has seen it all, who was there from the days of the pit to now you're trading at home in your own little pit. That's the kind of mentor you're looking for. That's the kind of mentor you need, because that's the kind of mentor who's going to teach you absolutely everything. And so that's why I stuck with him. That's why I'm still with him. And it's been great. And things have only gotten better. And it's kind of something that I wish I knew before, but it's also something that I could have only learned when I learned it. I could have only understood when I understood it. It's not something that you just know. You have to experience things. That's why I've been listening a lot lately to this YouTube guy who exposes traders. He exposes the gurus. And I feel like you can do that. That's all right. It's all fun. It's a YouTube channel. Expose them, get hits, make money. But at the same time, I feel like it's a rite of passage to worship under these fake gurus, because it's only until you realize that there are no gurus that you're going to keep falling for the same thing over and over again. You're going to keep getting scammed. You're going to keep buying courses. You're going to keep looking for the signals, the signal chats, or you're going to keep doing that. As long as you keep allowing yourself to be fooled by these people, you're going to get fooled. And it's only when you start believing, like, you know what? All of this really depends on me. All of this is I'm not going to be able to follow this guy forever, or to follow that guy forever, or I can't take everything that this guy says, because ultimately I'm going to have to trade how I trade. I'm going to have to find the strategy that works for me, I'm going to have to go against the guru or go against the teacher in order to really, really learn. And that's really hard for a lot of traders, because you have to build the confidence in yourself in order to step out. You have to build the confidence in your ability to be wrong and to fix it in order to really learn. And a good teacher, a good mentor will show you that, and he will teach you that, and he will explain to you, like, don't, for example, Jean tells us, don't trade like me. If you can't do it, if you're not comfortable with it, if it isn't you, just learn from it and then figure it out for yourself. And it's true, you can't trade like Jean, because Jean trades with 35 pip stop losses, and a lot of people don't like that. I see the comments in the sections of the podcast that he's on where people are like, that's ridiculous, 35 pip stop loss, I'll never trade. How is he going to make any money? And people are so ingrained to thinking that you have to let price go to stop loss that they think he lets price go to stop loss. But he's been doing this for 20 years, so of course he knows what he's doing. He knows how to average, he knows how to hedge, he knows when the price starts getting close, what to do in order to get out of a bad trade. And occasionally, price will go to stop loss, but that doesn't happen all the time. The stop loss isn't there to get hit. The stop loss is there to help you get out of bad trades. And it's definitely a skill that you have to learn, because I've tried to trade like Jean, and I've gotten many demo accounts wrecked, even a real account wrecked. And you just have to learn yourself. You have to figure out what your trading style is, what chart you're trading on, and what instrument you're using. So that's really what I recommend for most traders. And that's really the path that most traders take, which it doesn't happen in a year, and it might not happen in 2 years. But eventually, if you keep pushing and you keep practicing and you keep getting that batting average up, you're eventually going to bat 1,000. Maybe not 1,000, maybe like 900. But anyway, let's get to the chart. That's just hopefully a little encouragement. I hope it's encouraging, because it has been a long, almost 2 years for me. And it was only in the last few months that I really started making progress. So it's happening. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to 2024. Anyway, let's get on with the chart. So we're looking here. This is the 1 minute chart and the 1 hour chart. So this is the move on the 1 minute chart. And I actually used the 5 minute chart here to map this out. So on the 5 minute chart, this was about 10 o'clock. So I was like, okay. So we have the buyers, we're taking price all the way up to here. And then the sellers stepped in. They stepped in right here, brought price down. Price struggled to go down here, but eventually they brought it down to this point where the buyers once again stepped in and kept price going sideways. And it was around here that I decided to take a long. And I have been riding this long all the way up to past this point. Now, what is this green line here? This green line is on the higher time frame. And you can see we did the same thing. So let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. You can see let's look at our projection from yesterday. So this is what I was projecting yesterday was going to happen. Price has been ranging right here. It broke below, and I was anticipating a move up. This was, I think, during the Asia session, Tokyo. And I still think this move up is going to happen. However, I think it's probably going to happen from down here now, and it might not even break this. It's either going to retest here or here. So I will be watching this zone right there. I'm watching this zone for price to go up and come back down and hopefully just keep on dropping. Because like I said, my style, I am a seller. That is what I excel at. have a hard time buying. So when it's selling season, I am shopping. So that's what we anticipated yesterday. We had the break, and this is on the higher time frame. We're getting back to why we have this big green bar, right? Or green line right there. So we got the move beneath our range right here. Came up, tested, and rejected. And so now it's coming back up, giving another test. And I'm hoping that it's a bigger test. Probably going to test back up here. But you can see the bigger resistance right here, where the seller stepped in and took price down till the buyers came in and really are giving the sellers a hard time. So that's the 1 hour chart. So we can go back to the 5-minute chart and break that down even more. So here is that bigger move right here, the sweep, the buyers stepping in, creating a range right here. We have a break below the range, but price coming up, breaking over. This is where we're at now. So the latest swing was at 10 o'clock with the sellers pushing it down. And this is where we're at now. This is where I'm buying, or I'm buying this move right here. This push down, buyers coming in. I'm expecting price to retest this one again. So we can look on the 1-minute chart right here. And I have been writing this. I got some swaps costing me money, so I really need to get it up in order to close. Break even would be about, I think I have 4 orders open. Yeah, if my phone, anyway, that's irrelevant. We're just looking at what the price action right now is. I gotta focus on that. Sometimes I get just jumbled. So we got the 5-minute chart. We're looking at the move here at least to get to this point, because the buyers are really pushing. You can see they're really pushing the price up, and this is that support from the higher time frame, from the 1 hour, where price came down and then the buyers stepped in, and they're really giving the sellers a run for their money. That is what we're looking at now. And so we're looking at this right here, which is my bread and butter. We have an N formation happening. We have price breaking above this support line, which would be something like this. So we have the hitting resistance, breaking up, and hopefully bouncing off resistance to make it support. And this is actually, that blue line is the lowest order I have. I have 1 order right around here, another order around here, and then another order up here. So if price could get to this level or even this level, then I would be a happy camper. And it sounds like dinner is ready earlier today. But anyway, these are the moves I'm looking at. I gotta get out there. Even on the 5-minute, we're seeing the N formation start. We got up, we got down. If we get another down, another bearish bar here, and then the green bar to continue it, things will be great. And you can really see it on the 1 hour chart. You see N formation, N formation, N formation. But I'm going to be watching it closely right now, because we could also get another retest of support before it goes up again. So I'm going to be looking to get break even or to make a profit. I was hoping we were going to be able to get into some of the test trading, but it looks like we're just doing a breakdown today of what my expectations are for the market. And that's about it. That will do us for today. We moved from yesterday's expectation from here to lower, which brings us back to this resistance zone. But first we got to break all this, and then eventually expect price to go down to this major support area, 107 zone right there. And after dinner I might get back on because I do really want to do some test trading and get that in live, because we did really bad yesterday, but we made progress understanding how the psychology works, where my mind gets messed up and where I make bad decisions. And I think that's the more important part, is to learn that kind of thing than technical analysis. Technical analysis comes second. But anyway, thanks for stopping by. Viewer in the back, thank you so much. And I want to remind everybody out there that neurons that fire together, wire together. We'll see you next time. I'm sorry this was so short, but I thought dinner would take a little bit longer.